Hey guys, welcome back.
I like talking about sports here. Specifically Detroit sports. But the NBA playoffs are currently underway. Same with the NHL playoffs. Here's the fucking show talking about it.
Top 5 big fucking questions heading into the conference finals. Number 5, can Skinner just play decent and can their D be responsible? We saw it against Vegas, don't fucking ask McDavid about it, but if these two things happen, Oilers are going to roll the fuck over them. Number 4, can Freddie stay hot? You know Florida's going to be pouncing on pucks like the fucking Panthers they are. If Freddie can steal a few games, maybe they don't get totally embarrassed. Number 3, can Florida change absolutely fucking nothing? Doesn't matter if it's line 1 or line 4, they play the exact same way, pound the fucking D, pounce on pucks, score goals. If they keep executing this perfectly, Panthers in 4. Number 2, can Dallas reinvigorate the Marchment Sagan Duchesne line? Because once upon a time, this is one of the best lines in the game. And if you're going to beat the Oilers, you're going to need goals from more than just your fucking Finns. Which brings me to number 1. Can their Finns keep playing as fucking unreal as they have been? If they do, I can see this going 7, boys.
But the Pistons and the Wings are both done for the season. I like to do Detroit discussions here, so I'm only able to focus on Detroit sports. That's a good segue to my next point. I wanted to include everything from Woodward Sports for my Detroit discussion. But looking at 60-plus clips gets chaotic real quick. It's like this.
Hurry up! What do you think I'm paying you for? You don't pay me. You don't even exist. We're just a clever visual metaphor used to personify the abstract concept of thought. One more crack like that and you're out of here. No! Please! I have 3 kids!
Side note, I think it's really funny SpongeBob, which is a kid's show, had a joke like that. Which definitely wasn't aimed at kids. But anyway, Woodward Sports is a professional, full team of talent and producers. I'm just some guy in a wheelchair yapping about sports. I shouldn't take myself so seriously.
Oh, real serious. Gotta take it real serious, huh?
Which is why I'm only going to mention the Detroit Lions weekly update. And I'll just mention that Isaac Teslaw was recently on the St. Brown Brothers podcast.
I saw an interview Brad was doing. He said when you came to the visit, you had a Lions jersey on?
My buddy gave me for Christmas like 6 years ago a custom jersey with my name on the back with my high school number on it. So I wore that to the facility.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd they say?
I think they loved it.
Okay.
I mean, I think maybe it was a little corny, but
I think
at
it
the
worked.
End of the day, it did work. At the end of the day, it did work. So
It definitely worked.
I'm a big fan, and that was such a solid guest to start the season. With that, I'll talk about the Tigers. I know I've shared this clip a lot.
Ordonez 0 for 2 in his career against Houston Street. In the air, left field! The Tigers march to the World Series! Celebrated 22 years ago today as World Series champions. And October the 14th, 2006, the Detroit Tigers are American League champions.
But Woodward Sports did as well. That clip is from 2006, and the Tigers definitely choked away the World Series that year. They were seriously such a superior baseball team than the Cardinals. When the Tigers played against the Giants in the World Series 6 years later, they simply got outplayed. We don't need to discuss the 2012 World Series. If we're talking about baseball, we have to go back a bit.
The final game of the 1952 World Series.
Not that much. That's better. My love of sports comes from my grandpa, which I've definitely mentioned before. I'm actually wearing my grandpa's Brandon Inge jersey. I always kind of hated on Brandon Inge, but he was a strong utility guy and my grandpa always said you want a ball player like that in your club. I think we're kind of seeing the same thing with Javier Baez. Everyone is talking about his swinging stance, but I think his transition to center field has really turned me into a believer. I talked about how the Tigers kind of faded into obscurity for a while, but now they're back. I kind of saw the Justin Verlander trade as a true sign of the window closing. Sure, we still had Miguel Cabrera, but must-see JV was gone. But like I said, the Tigers bounced back really fast. Obviously, it's good to see a solid ace emerging in Tarek Skubal or Scooby-Dooby-Doo. It's also good to see guys like Casey Mize and Reese Olson on the mound. Wolvest has also been bulletproof. See what I did there?
When you hear pitcher and IL, personally, I get a little bit queasy, but when you hear Reese Olson coming off an injury last year, pitching so well when not that long ago it was Casey Mize, that gets my antennas up just a little bit, because I don't think ultimately that the Tigers will get to their ultimate goal if they have a depleted pitching staff. And by depleted pitching staff, I mean if like Casey Mize and Reese Olson are not there, I don't think they can win it all. But with Casey Mize, there might be some good news on the horizon, and at least with Reese Olson, it isn't a shoulder or it isn't an elbow. If it was an elbow, you know what we'd all be thinking. Please not Tommy John. Please not Tommy John. Please not Tommy John. Yeah.
This is a situation where with Casey Mize, I remember when that news came out and some people were like, there's some concern. But I don't know, just kind of looking at it, listening to some of the other chatter around, I was like, you know what? I believe that the Tigers, with how well they played and how good the bats have been, how good the rotation has been overall from starter to bullpen, they've given themselves opportunity to be way more safe than sorry.
And the Tigers' bats are just as hot. I know I brought up Javi earlier.
First pitch, swinging a fly ball, left field, deep into the night, and gone! You gotta be kidding me! Javi Baez, walk-off 3-run home run, his second of the night. What a game! Into the mob seat at home. Another $28 million. He's back.
And I know I've talked about guys like Torque and Trey Sweeney before.
2-2. Torque hammers it right field side. Abreu back at the track. It's gone. Number 11. Where'd that lap go? It's a long one.
Let's go! Big money trade! Come on!
The bottom line is that I'm feeling really good about this baseball team as we officially transition into summer.
That sports isn't just about you win or it's a failure. It's you have a team to root for. You could have all of your April and the D teams, and then when you get to the fall, you're not falling asleep because the Lions aren't going to be good and Michigan State aren't going to be good. We have a year-round fan base in Detroit and Michigan where we can root for teams all over the place, and the worst one is probably the Red Wings. And if they're on the edge of making the playoffs, I think Detroit is doing pretty good.
With that being said, I'll roll out of here.
They see me rolling, they hating.
Thanks for watching, as always, and I hope you liked the video. If you did, gently press the like button and subscribe to join my cult, the Dan Fam. Usually, there's a fee to join my cult, so it would be foolish not to subscribe and become a Danimal. Thanks for watching, as always, and I hope you liked the video. If you did, gently press the like button and subscribe to join my cult, the Dan Fam. Usually, there's a fee to join my cult, so it would be foolish not to subscribe and become a Danimal. And please hit the notification bell too. But remember to be gentle.
on you. Go Tigers.